following live stream is being presented for your viewing edification. All parties mentioned are innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. All information presented comes from public records. Yes, from public. All right, folks, we might have gotten Subaru Steve to start putting disclaimers on his videos, which is actually some progress. I don't know. Let's get into it. Okay, we're back at Subaru Steve. This is a guy who decides to read letters to Chris and Katie Proudfoot, sometimes the Bower Sox. And on today's episode with Subaru Steve, he decides to talk to the ex-wives and ex-girlfriends of Chris Proudfoot. He denounces that the guy, Chris, was in the military, which I don't even know if he was or not, but he's reading some stuff from Reddit. I always post Reddit. I always post on my community wall. But this guy is one of these creators who, it's so weird, the obsession on the Proudfoots. He doesn't have any evidence against them. He's always painting them guilty. He's reading weird poems to them. He's always talking to them. And you could tell this guy, this is not even like his content. He's not a true crime dude. He talks about him and Elon having butt sex and going to Pluto sometimes, which that's on Wednesday's episodes, I believe. But other times he'll just do poems to the Proudfoots, whether it's Chris, whether it's Katie, and or their family members. And he'll convince them that they should turn themselves in for this crime of hurting Sebastian Rogers. Now, I get it. It's YouTube. Anybody can have a voice or a channel and their opinion. I understand all that. And I also understand that people do feel as though Chris and Katie may be responsible of Sebastian. Get all that. But to just continually make these weird-ass videos, the dude's a mental case. And a while ago, he was doing one of these poems or letters, whatever the hell it was, and he left his number. And on a live, I called it. I made a clip. We called it. He left his number. We jotted it down. So we called it. And then he responded to my call, said that he blocked me. So we got that disclaimer in the beginning, which might be some progress. At least he's saying it's for entertainment purposes. Maybe he doesn't want any more phone calls. Who knows? But let's have a look at what this guy has to say. I don't think he understands that he's accidentally becoming a tragedy pimp, watching creators like BHB and just convicting these family members with no evidence that they're responsible of their kid being missing. So let's have a quick recap of what he's been up to. Sharing the voodoo magic that he cast over you, that this fellow now holds over Katie. What is the voodoo magic that had gotten this man 5 women to say, I do? So here we have Mental Case Steve, who thinks that Chris Proudfoot has voodoo magic that he places upon these women who he's with. And now he's going to talk about the past women and or co-workers or whatever of Chris Proudfoot. Mind you, what in God's name is this supposed to do to find Sebastian Rogers, who Mental Case Steve swears that this is really the reason that he's doing all this for? Come on, because I don't get it. Those of you who were married to him, what were his best attributes? Everybody's got good and bad in them. What was the best part of your relationship with Chris? Whether you were one of his 4 other wives, or one of his numerous girlfriends, I mean, I don't think he swings both ways. Okay, at this point in the video, I'm unsure if this dude wants to bone Elon Musk or Chris Proudfoot more. The gaydar is going way off, like I'm watching Justice for Nobody and his monkey. But like many of you like to point out, what do I know? So I don't know. I don't know his preferences, other than he likes to say I do and get married. Here's what I do know, though. Tell us more. Check this out. It's a fact. Oh. If you don't like what I'm talking about, and this is for my troll nation out there, all you trolls, thank you, drive through. Please go safely on your way or pull over to the yellow line. Now we're going to record and react on it. Thanks, Steve. And we'll bring your order out when we feel like it.
discovered a post titled Chris Proudfoot with a picture of a narcissistic abuser. And I first found out the names of his former wives. Let's see, there was Nina Gomez Proudfoot, right? And Molly Proudfoot, yeah. And then Vanessa Proudfoot, and Rachel Proudfoot. Oh, yeah, and now number 5, 5th place runner-up, current wife number 5, Katie Lynn Rosenbaum, Payne, Rogers Proudfoot, and I'm missing a name in there. I don't know if I got her maiden name in there or missed another husband.
So Mental Case Steve proceeds to just dox all the exes of Chris Proudfoot. And wait for it. His attempt to do this is he thinks by reading them his letter to them, and they have no clue who this guy is, right? So he just doxes these people's names, and then I mean it's the internet. It's 25. All you need is somebody's name to find everything about them out, right? And then someone can go, you know how this YouTube goes, put all their information all over there. And some of these exes, that's already been done. But Mental Case Steve thinks that by bringing and talking to these ex-wives of Chris, that they're going to come forward and just break the case. Like at the very best, you're going to have a pissed off ex, which we've already seen air out dirty laundry on Chris. And like, where did that go? It went absolutely nowhere. None of this does anything. It doesn't do anything for the case. And what's really weird is you would think that since he's so vocal about this case, the dude would have already known this. So you just doxed the ones that don't want to be public all over the internet. Like, what in God's name with this dude? Let's continue.
Who knows? She's been married 4 times too. But today, I'm talking to Chris's ex-wives and girlfriends, lovers out there. You know who you are. Speak up if you are when you feel led to do so, okay? Nina, let's talk to Nina first. Hey, Nina, isn't Chris trying to get custody of Faith? I read something like that over the last few months.
So again, how does this help Sebastian? These are these weird people who watch these creators who are always crucifying the Proudfoots. And I get it. People think Seth had something to do with it. People think Chris and Katie had something to do with it. But this type of nonsense right here is just crazy. This dude is got some obsessive behavior, man. And none of this is going to do anything. Whoever Nina is, whatever custody battle is with a different child, that has got nothing to do with Sebastian. Even if all the exes happen to see, right, this great video where he doxes them all, what are they going to do? Come forward and say, hey, look, Chris is the, this piece of crap. Let's just say they all just say the worst stuff about Chris, hypothetically. How does that help? It doesn't help. It's not going to find Sebastian. It's not going to do anything. You're just painting the family. And now you're not only like showing your hate for Chris and Katie Proudfoot, but now you're going into like people who have nothing to do with Sebastian Rogers. This would be one of those creators that are like, oh, he's just the stepfather. He doesn't have anything to say. He has no grounds on anything, right? But you're wanting to literally involve ex-girlfriends and ex-wives who they didn't create Sebastian. They didn't parent Sebastian. They don't even know Sebastian. But now you want to give them the microphone, right? To say everything. It's just a complete contradiction with some of these people. Mental Case Steve is on one people. He's very strange. Want to give the people an update. Tell me how you feel about it. All right. Lastly, man, on the way out, to any of these exes out there, right? If that's you that he's calling your name out, for the whole internet, if you don't understand this YouTube thing, man, if you want to reach out, whiteboylockdownradio at yahoo.com. Me and my wife will tell you how to cease and desist this dude to get your name up off his stuff. However you want to handle it. This dude's hate, right, for Chris Proudfoot got this dude to I don't even know what kind of thinking this is. This guy literally hates the Proudfoot so much that he went and found a post and was like, I got an idea. I'll talk to the ex-wives and girlfriends. In this rant that he does, I guess there's something about Chris Proudfoot in the military. I have no clue. Okay. But he's like, no, he's like, saying that he's not in the military. I don't know if that's true or not. It's crazy weird the way that these people do this stuff. And this is a classic attempt to try to bait a missing person's family member. Okay, this has been done so many times in an attempt to get like Don or Candace on panel before, and this is all that's happening here. Is these people are trying to bait the Proudfoots. This dude, he would love the best thing in his little world, right? Would have a Chris come in the comments because that was a live, ask for a link, and then start cussing him out as he should, as any man should. Like any normal man should be like, dude, what are you doing? You know what I mean? Like, what are you doing calling my ex? They have nothing to do with this, right? But all that would do, think about if that happened. Oh my God, every channel. Oh, he's abusive, this and that. Did you hear the rage? And they would just turn it into like whatever it's not. So the best thing he really should do is pay none of this any attention. You know what I mean? We'll see what happens. At the same time, saying that, how easy, I have no idea how that could be. And either do you, right? Imagine having a missing child, right? Stepchild, child, family member. And you have to view the most like horrendous shit on YouTube, right? Aimed directly at you. And when everything is peeled back, people have looked at everything of you and your wife, and then even got into your parents and this and that. They start going into your exes and this and that. And this guy's talking about coworkers. Like, what is this? It's crazy, people. It's crazy. This is like straight hate. But let him tell it. Moronic Steve, Mental Case Steve. This is in the name of Sebastian Rogers. Go figure. You know who wouldn't like any of this? Sebastian Rogers. Until the next one. What's up, guys? Hope you enjoyed the video. Do me a favor, hit that like, subscribe to my clip channel at WHITEBOYRADIO Clips, and in the description box is the link to be a member. Become a member if you can. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Stay safe, stay smart. Peace.